We're going to have to wait and see. It's very tanky from both teams when you think about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's, as I said, going to be a heck of a brawl. And if you're looking at the Renegades team compared with the amount of CC they have, I mean, they like to play aggressive, and it almost allows them to do so. It opens up the opportunity for Vox to then build up the stacks, also to peel for Vox, and then for Verona to get onto targets. As we know, Rona, once they use her into the fray, this is also a problem where if they don't have any slowing or CC mechanics after that, because it's only soft CC in her own kit, so if her team isn't there to support her, then it is quite hard for her to catch up. But putting her in the jungle is the right call. You're able to then pick up a red buff for yourself and go into gank some lanes, and with that, you should be able to slow down the enemy with your basic attacks. So I think that Renegades put up a really strong team comp, but Impunity, if they're able to just duck, dive, weave, get past this CC, they can really wreak havoc. And it's hard to call here, but with how Renegades have been playing, I'd have to say Renegades for this next match.
Yeah, I think Renegades have to play this properly, though, because if they just land their CC at the same time, then it's going to be too simple for Impunity. They crucible, run through everything, and they get to the backline, they kill, and they can switch the focus. So I think it's going to be down to Renegades to make sure they do everything one after another, and Impunity can counter it. We haven't seen really anyone go for multiple crucibles on a team. Against a comp like a Catherine and a Lance and an Adagio, maybe that's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you can survive as long as possible in the fights. And if they have too much CC, maybe we see an Echo if it's a Captain Lance on that Githian wall. Maybe you need more than one Crucible in your team because you have 5 heroes, so lots of heroes can build Crucible. That really could counter what Renegades have got. Even so, it's going to be tough for Impunity to get through that wall that they've got of CC. We're now loading into Sovereign's Rise. Thank you, IroQuestJewel, for talking us through the draft. And now I'm going to hand over luck to Luxuria and myself.
Well, hello. And I think the reason for the fact that we're not singing Lorelei is because maybe she's not the one that's going to save either team, because she has the water wall, not quite the wonder wall. But let's see what Impunity will do coming into this match, going for a very deep invade onto this red buff.
Very aggressive from Impunity. The camps aren't even spawning yet, but we're seeing a 4 versus 3 fight. Rona went around the top side, is now invading into the crystal side jungle of Impunity. So that is going to be taken away. Impunity not even trying to contest that. They're going all out as 4-man to try and take away this weapon buff. Now, Arden notices that Rona's not there. He's actually going to protect his heal camp, so Rona's going to get that crystal buff for free. Adagio is in the bot side of Impunity's jungle. I think Renegades are winning at the moment in this exchange, especially if Spaghetti can get this heal camp. Then he's going to be way better off. But no, Afterburn comes through. Spaghetti could be in a bit of trouble. Druffy should be able to get that. He's going to get the healing camp, so maybe he's going to be able to survive. Hasn't quite been able to get enough experience to get his level 2 yet. He's so close. But no, it looks like Spaghetti is going to take a long time to die because of that healing camp, forcing the boots out of the game. No, he baits him with the bush. Spaghetti wants to hit level 2, but it looks like he's not going to be able to do so. Glaive gets the last hit. That was so long that he baited the Glaive to survive. In the end, we look at the gold lead. Renegades are slightly ahead because they did get both of the enemy buffs, whereas Impunity only got the weapon buff.
Oh, I think not. I think Impunity is sitting at 6,000, and then you have Renegades at 5.5. The early game definitely did matter for the side of Impunity as well. And we have DevQ once again on this crew, and we've seen DevQ on this crew very, very aggressive. In the early game, there was one of the show matches actually scoring 7 kills for himself 5 minutes in, and let's see if DevQ can actually perform as well as that show match. And down to Chingy on this Adagio, never quite seen before. I'm really interested to see how Chingy will perform in this.
Yeah, it's exciting to see. It looks like it's going to be a Captain Lance and that CP Adagio. Not quite going to get impaled. SNK does miss that in mid lane. DevQ pushed away by the Githian wall. That's why Lance is being so strong as a captain. Even if you get yourself slightly out of position with a missed impale, just Githian wall away and you're going to be okay. Aeon taking a lot of poke in this bot lane. INQDie with IME just trying to pressure as much as they can. You can't really pressure a Catherine because she can just pop her Storm Guard, pick a CS up, and then run away with her stun if you try and dive in. Portable has been pushed in the mid lane. He's being pressured an awful lot by SNK and Chingy. So it's interesting where these lanes are being pressured and which lanes the teams are deciding to pressure.
Well, CP Adagio definitely works very, very well in any lanes, to be quite honest, because of the early game pressure. But I'm quite surprised. I mean, I think SNK was in lane to be able to pressure out that of Quarter 4 as a Scarf, but I would think a Scarf would definitely win out against a 1v1 against that of Adagio at least, but SNK very, very low, and he will be backing up.
Yep, he's going to have to try and port home. I think the healing camp's going to be stolen away by the side of Impunity. Aeon is just forced to try and last out tower. That's all he can really do at the moment, because Iron Dai is just pressuring him really hard. I think SNK shouldn't be trying to help Aeon in this bot lane. He's not that useful. Aeon can hold his own as a Catherine. SNK is much better off porting home, going to a mid lane or to the top lane and trying to put pressure on Impunity to maybe force IME away from this bot lane. Because at the moment, SNK is just kind of standing there. He's not being that useful. He's just kind of wasting his time. Whereas Aeon is going to be fine. He's going to be able to last hit as a Catherine in this bot lane anyway. But SK deciding to try and just stay and help out Iron Dai, missing his on point. Interesting play there from the Black Feather as we see a Mystic. And yeah, they're just trying to pressure. That's all they're trying to do. They can't get the turret before 6 minutes in. They can't really get any damage on it. So it's all about forcing them to lose CS. Spaghetti going low in the... Oh, he's going to go down. Lovely snipe from Quarter 4 on that Spitfire.
That was Spaghetti being a little greedy, going in for the solo invade onto that gold oak, and then got caught up by DefQ while DefQ was taking the red buff. So that is one thing that Spaghetti likes to do, I guess, go in for a very deep invade, but that is a good thing as well, to try and drive as much farm away from DefQ as humanely possible. Spaghetti now sitting at about 6 years, and as you DefQ as well, so nothing much would be happening. But I'm quite surprised though. Spaghetti on that jungle Rona?
Yeah, Spaghetti is not the most the most common of junglers. Generally, Spaghetti does play in the lane, but perhaps Aeon is clearly a much more comfortable Catherine, and Catherine obviously does have to be put into the lane. As we see Afterburn from Trophies, forcing him to run away. Spaghetti's rotating up towards the top lane. But this is kind of a waste from Renegades. They're using 4 man in this top lane just to try and gank a Glaive. Glaive is never going to be ganked. He's just got the Afterburn. He's going to run away. And now what's interesting is that Aeon is actually able to 1v1 Iron Dai quite easily, actually. CP Catherine always has a lot of reflect damage, so you can't really dive her unless she's got her Storm Guard on cooldown.
Yeah, but now in this top lane, may just be a full-blown fight with Spaghetti joining it.
Crucible is using it. Does block the Afterburn. Tesseract is going to go low, but he's with the into the fight. On one shot, he's going to go down to the wait for it from Vox. Now Gruul is trying to run away, going to get his passive and head towards the Adagio. Jingyi is going to do a bit of damage. DefQ is going to go low. He's going to be one shot. He's going to go down to the basic attack from Jingyi. And now Quarter is the next focus. Lovely Impale. Ronan is going to be able to secure the kill. No, actually, it was picked up by Adagio. And so, lovely plays from Renegades to get some kills. Black Feather is pressuring in the bot lane, though. Aeon is low, and he's going to take the turret. Is Iron Dai going to die? But defensive just about keeps him alive. He's not able to get any damage onto the turret, but he did get the kill onto the Catherine. Now Tesseract trying to kite away from the Glaive. He's not going to be too aggressive because he knows Trophies, once he gets the Afterburn again, might even be able to pick up a kill. So you might want to keep on this fight. Afterburn is up in 5 seconds. Tesseract trying to kite as best he can. That's going to be a kill for Glaive in 1 second with that Afterburn. Come on. Nope, he ults instead, just for an extra bit of style points. Now Spaghetti, under we can. Jiggy going to ult to secure a crystal buff. That's worth it for him. He clearly doesn't think he's going to be able to ult in team fights. Meanwhile, Quarter pushing lane with the Scarf. He's going to be able to get that down with a goop. Yep, he gets the turret down. Missing Pale from SNK. Trophies is probably going to die, actually, unless he gets Afterburn in 1 second. Oh, no, he's going to bait him with the Flask. SNK forced to put Afterburn into the wall by Trophies, and DefQ doesn't have his from Hellsight yet, so he's going to back away. Try and pick up this weapon trade. SNK, they're taking your weapon buff while you are dancing over there, and now Aeon trying to 2 versus 2 in this bot lane. I mean, he is probably going to go down. Nice rotation. No, he picks up some boots and uses them to run away. Tier 2 boots picked up by Mimi. Lovely play to keep himself alive. Now Black Feather's going to try and push down the bot. And in the top, we are seeing Vox in a 1 versus 3. That turret is gone. Quarter is taking these turrets down so quickly on the Scarf.
Yep, and that was what that I was talking about previously as well. To have a Scarf in mid lane means that you can actually put out a lot of pressure. And yeah, you know, we kind of agreed on something. It's that SNK shouldn't be focusing so much on the bot lane, but instead could have just stuck onto the mid lane and continuously put on pressure down onto Quarterval, forcing him to back time and time again. If SNK actually did that from the start, then Quarterval wouldn't have had that, you know, early spike and would be able to just hold on to their turrets. At least SNK now getting caught out in between two people at least, but will be able to make it successfully down to the mid lane.
Yeah, so now we see it is a 3 versus 2 around this mid lane, around the Gold Oak. Spaghetti just going to try and secure some farm. It looks like no one really wants to fight Catherine. Jumped on by Blackfeather in the bot lane. I think Catherine should be okay, but there's a rotation 3 versus 1, so Aeon is actually forced to run away. So that's interesting, as Catherine's deciding that she's going to be backing up on the turret, and Impunity are trying to pressure as SNK misses a wall jump just at the top of the camera. I saw that SNK, you're not going to get away without that being spotted. The turret is down to half health. If Quarterbar gets a goop under those turrets, they go down so quickly. And so now we're going to see if either team is going to try and prioritize a Ghost Wing, if it's going to try and be snuck away. Glaive is being pressured in the top lane by Vox, but meanwhile, Rona is trying to push down the bot lane. We're seeing that the turret is going to go down, and mid lane Scarf is pushing as well. Iron Gudai is going to dodge out the Impale. IME is going to come down to try and help. Iron Gudai is going to try and go in. Aeon is there though, so he's going to try and reflect as damage as possible. Mid turret was taken by the Scarf. Now Spaghetti's going to try and run away. Aeon, 2 versus 2, should be able to win this. No, he doesn't pop the Storm Guard in time for the Faint of Heart. Good silence. Blackfeather is still very healthy now. Spaghetti gets a heal. He's going to come back into the fight. Iron Gudai is going to not quite land his 1 point, but he gets the kill with the most offensive now on Spaghetti. What can he do? Spaghetti believes he can do this by himself. He doesn't need Lance, and he can. He gets the Blackfeather, switches onto the Arden, and now Lance had to put home to defend this Scarf from pushing down mid lane, because she got a tier 2, was probably going to work towards a tier 3 unless Lance was there. And Spaghetti is going to see if he can try and split push down this bot lane. I don't think so. Imimi is there, and Spaghetti knows. He runs away. Imimi is actually, there's no one there. He's baiting the Scarf, but Scarf could kill him. If Scarf turns around, Arden would be dead. But no, Spaghetti is just going to back up towards his own jungle.
Yep, and this is quite issue. We've mentioned this, we said this in the first game between Renegades and Impunity, when we mentioned that Impunity, they are just so very good at taking objectives, right? A lot of their team comps either is situated around early game kills and then try snowballing from there. If not, then just split pushing and taking objectives in general, but they are not very good in full-blown team fights, and the set of Renegades just playing into their hands right now.
Yeah, that was a goal stolen away by Impunity, and Spaghetti's going to kill the last hit. 1-1 trade, call for a Lance block. That does come out, but the Impale did miss anyway. Truffy's going to be able to get away. He's got an afterburn up now, so he'll be absolutely fine. He's going towards the rest of his team. Maybe going to look for a team fight. Scarf probably could take this Ghost Wing now. It would be risky, but it's definitely possible. Impunity have map position on the Dragon. Catherine is going to have to back off and clear farm, but no, they're not going to decide to go for it. They're actually just going to back off and reset while picking up some items.
Well, yeah, but this game it's quieter compared to the last. I mean, 8 kills to 5, 34.7 to 31.8. It is looking relatively even for both teams, but I'm really liking what Quarterval is, putting into this game, at least just taking every single advantage to push down turret after turret, and the side of Impunity, or rather Renegades, not even addressing it.
Yep, and there's going to be a gauntlet from Arden, but that's going to be Spaghetti blocking inside of it, securing the kill. Now DefQ is the next target. Aeon is going to try and do as best as he can, but DefQ is a cruel, so he's probably going to be able to kill Spaghetti here. Spaghetti, going to be able to interplay away and be able to survive. Now we see the reverse engage onto Cruel. Spaghetti is solo, so is Aeon, but he's a Captain. He's going to be able to use that Storm Guard as best he can. Paul has got his ultimate, but he's not going to chuck it out quite yet. I think DefQ can probably get this bot turret. I doubt anyone from Renegades is going to be able to defend it. Aeon's going to try his best as Spaghetti picks up his breaking point. Is he going to try and defend? No, it looks like it's down to Aeon himself to defend the bot lane. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. looks like Crawl's going to be able to get that turret because, yeah, there's really nothing that Aeon can do. Definitely has his ultimate, and he just has to focus on the turret, and that turret is going to go down. So Impunity certainly doing well. They are now ahead in gold about 5k, and so Spaghetti's going to have to try and kill the Crawl. Here we go. There's going to be boots from SNK. They're now focusing onto the Arden instead. He's going to go down low. He's going to Vanguard himself. It's going to be okay. He's going to go down anyway. And now, what is the call from Renegades? Do they go for this dragon? Do they try and sneak it with just one kill? Nope. It looks like they're going to go into Blackfeather instead. Spaghetti isn't quite in range, but here we go. There's going to be Foe Splitter onto Iron Greedite. Meanwhile, Glaive did get a top turret, but we're still by this Ghost Ring team fight, and Spaghetti is not going to be able to get any damage onto Iron Greedite anymore. They're 4 versus 2 though. No, Spaghetti getting bursted down. He's going to try and heal with the Serpent's Mask and with the Flask, but it's not quite enough. A stun onto Defq. He's going to get rooted up. Iron Greedite is low, but I think Defq might be able to trade his life for Catherine. Nope, he's going to go down just for free. And Glaive actually picked up the Vox in the top lane, so Renegades cannot get anything from their fight win because now they have to defend this Scarf who is pushing up the top lane. So this is really, really good for Impunity. Oh, Scarf actually put 2 goops on the turret. What is that damage on the turret? Quartervar doesn't need minions. He took a top turret by himself on this Scarf. Quartervar playing amazingly well. And now Chingy is the next focus. This is a double Shatterglass Scarf. I can't even see the rest of them, but you don't need to. That is enough. What was that play? That was ridiculous. This Quartervar, oh, Luxury, that was just awesome.
I haven't seen that play since Spaghetti last pulled it off, like 10,000 seasons ago. And Quartervar is still going on and on. I mean, who cares about kills? Who cares about team fights?
Get the armory. He honestly, he gets another goop on that. I reckon he's going for a second one. Yeah. A Quartervar.
What even?
Armory down. He's going for 2 armories. Just went down for Impunity. For absolutely nothing. They didn't win a fight. They didn't get a dragon. They didn't do anything. He just walked in and took down 2 armories. This is a disaster for Renegades. They have to win this team fight. They have to try and get an ace. Gauntlet comes through, but it's blocked by trophies. And now he's going to get away. That is going to be an Echo Gauntlet. Nope, it's been stunned out. Black Feather bot teleport boots. I think Impunity are going to go for the teleport boots play. I'm pretty sure that Black Feather's done it. I think the rest of the team are going to do it as well because there is a scout cam and 2 armories down. But Renegades try and do what they can. I doubt they're going to be able to kill the Glaive, but they did manage to pick up the Arden. And now they're going to take the Ghost Ring. Scarf's gone for the back door as well. Scarf has just gone for it, Quartervar. And I think that's Black Feather coming with him. Yep. And the Impunity. There's no response. That's going to be game going over to Impunity. Quartervar on this Scarf. Iocrystal cannot control himself. And this is a ridiculous victory.
Look at that damage coming out from Quartervar. As we all know, Quartervar, this is a shameless plug for Quartervar. We know that Quartervar has got a YouTube channel and is making a series for Quartervar Academy. I think the next topic that he should cover would be this split pushing Scarf coming out. 2 and 2 and 1. Who would have thought Quartervar put in the most work in that match? 10 to 11, 47.4k gold to 41.6. But it was all down to Quartervar, that teleport boots, and the triple goop button.
Yeah, so basically, if anyone's wondering what just happened, I'm not quite sure either. But basically, the double Shatterglass and Piercing Shard, that Piercing Shard was so important to take down the turrets, because turrets have shield, but the Vein Crystal doesn't. The Vein Crystal has no armor, no shield, it just takes reduced damage. So double Shatterglass has maximum damage against the Vein Crystal. So once the backdoor was started, there was nothing Renegades could do. And even worse, they were taking the Ghost Ring. So I have a question, Jewel. What are you going to say about this game?
Oh my lord. Oh my, like, I was watching this early game. Yes, Impunity, they got like a bit of a lead, and then Renegades looked like they were coming back, but then all of a sudden, what's Scarf doing up in the top? He's just doesn't even need minions. He's got double Shatterglass. He puts the Spitfire and Goop down onto the turret.
Double Goop as well.
Double Goop takes down that Tier 3 turret. Evades the enemies somehow, gets back to the armory, takes that down. He's like, I'm gonna take the next one as well. You don't need Black Claw. You don't need Ghost Wing. You've got Scarf. He's the best dragon in the game. He's OP. Oh my, Quartervar. I have to give it to him, MVP that match. As much as Luxurious said as well, that is a crazy build, crazy strategy, and was all on his shoulders to just finish out that game. And then they go for the backdoor. And I don't see how Renegades did see it coming, why they didn't clear out the vision in their own base.
Well,
But-
it's really hard to clear out vision in your base because you could put the scout cams. They had a massive area between the first army they took down and the second army they took down. And so you have to waste about like 4 scout cams just to make sure they don't have any. You need 1 right by the top, 2 around the wall, and 1 by the mid lane just to make sure they haven't got any vision. And so I guess they thought, okay, maybe we'll take the Ghost Wing, then we can try and fight. But when Impunity went, now we don't need to team fight. I've had enough of this. We're just gonna win. And one thing I think Scarf did, I'm not 100% sure, is I think he actually put the goops down outside of the vision range of Renegades. So Renegades saw the wave. They thought, okay, the wave's not quite under turret yet. We need to get to it eventually, but not yet. And I think Scarf was putting the goops down outside of vision, so they didn't see Scarf on the minimap, which then was just like, once Scarf took the turret down, it was ridiculous how much damage that did.